What's the artwork?
You're on.
Are we on? She
We
recorded
are.
all that.
Oh.
So you got the whole
Sweaty.
plug?
No, not all of it.
Okay, so he wants to plug his artwork.
Okay.
I said shamelessly. Now I'm shamed.
Why would you be ashamed? It's beautiful. So
I
you
had
all
said you
know
want
our
to switch
local artist, local, not loco artist, unless he wants to be local.
Oh,
Okay.
I used to be normal
Until he met us.
until I came in here.
We never claimed to be normal. Never. Right, Beth?
Right.
I wonder if we should shut off the air purifier thing. So tell us a little bit, Edward, about your art.
Every time she gets up and goes somewhere, she leaves me talking by myself.
She
It
does.
makes it awkward.
You're the one who said to plug it.
So that
It's
Well,
art.
tell 'em about-
fabulous acrylic pour
Fabulous.
painting.
Check Facebook for all our posts.
I
We're
Yes.
gonna make it. Did you even give out any cards to my sister's store?
Yeah, we have them.
Mustard seed.
We have them on the counter.
Artist
And
I
people
did.
come in and ask too.
I'll plug
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
they come in to ask.
Well, then
and
you have to
ask
say
what it
where.
was.
It's in
It's in
Chesterland.
Chesterland.
Yes.
Don't know the exact address, but it's right across from
It's on Ward Drive in
Chester
Chesterland.
Plaza. Ward
Did
Drive
you
in
use the
Chesterland. That's a good description.
No. Okay.
We
Here.
have children's art classes too.
Sweet. Here you go.
She's an adult.
Well, in case she has a child soon.
Nope, nope. There's his art.
There you go.
So I
now
plugged
I'm
it.
happy.
All right, but I am excited, not because Edward's happy. It is nice that he's happy.
And then we digress. No.
So real quick, I'll give a recap on myself.
Okay.
That I have battled rheumatoid for years.
So what are we talking about today?
We are talking about health.
Okay.
So, and health being in different autoimmune diseases you might have, or different aches and pains you might have, or even battling cancer from what I've read. Years back, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid, and the doctors told me, a lot of you probably already know this, but for people who are just joining right now, I'll give you a quick snippet. When I was diagnosed, I couldn't walk, and the doctor said if I did not take chemo treatments, within 4 months I'd be crippled, and within 5 years the disease would kill me. Well, that was in 2005. So here I am today, and I never did take the chemo. What I did was all natural, and I had researched and did the Hallelujah diet was my main stay. I have tweaked it over the years and am not purely the Hallelujah diet, but what was really cool to me and a blessing was this young lady here actually listened to me talking to her.
That's
She
amazing.
did. And it was quite a while ago. Michael, do you remember when I talked to you and shared with my health? A few months back. So I shared with her a little bit. I don't know what brought it up. Probably God. A God-inspired moment. And she remembered that. And her mom has been battling different health issues. So Michael and her mom both came into the store and had asked questions, and they've started their own health journey that they're going to share with us today that I'm very excited about, because it really makes my heart sad that so many people suffer needlessly with health issues, and a lot of them are purely food related, is what my own experience has been. So, and I know Edward can share a little bit too after Michael and Lottie, because he's already talked.
You get to hold the album now.
Oh, look, he's having you plug it now. So, ladies, I'll let you go ahead and share a little bit what's been going on and what you.
Okay. I suffer with chronic pain, and it's debilitating. I can barely go up and down the stairs. I complain all the time, and I know my family's sick of hearing me complaining. And I have really bad days, and it was on a really bad day.
I'll get it. Go ahead, keep talking.
That
Joe.
Michael was telling me what Dawn had shared with her about her experience. I had not heard it from Dawn, but Michael had talked with her, and so she was sharing with me Dawn's story. So on a really bad day a few weeks ago, I told Michael, I said, we need to go up and talk to Dawn. And so we came up, and Beth was in the house, so Dawn wasn't able to talk right away. But when Beth came out, Dawn was able to sit down with us for probably a good half an hour and share with us and ask questions. And I told her I can't take the pain anymore. It's horrible, and I can't sleep at night. And I'm on 3 different medications just for pain. I'm on 8 prescriptions total, and so she told us, you know, what all about the Hallelujah diet. And she said when she began, she started with a fast of water and then the carrot juice that she juiced. And so Michael is my buddy here, and she takes such good care of me. And she said, I said, I'm going to do this. I have to do this. And Michael said, well, Mom, let's go 7 days, a 7-day fast, just juicing and drinking water. And she did it with me, and it really encouraged me and helped me along. And then after the fast, I'm doing the Hallelujah diet, which is 85% raw vegetables and fruits and 15% cooked. So I might have a small yam or some brown rice or something like that for dinner. But in just the few weeks that I've been on it, when I say few, I'm talking about 3 weeks.
I think it's been 2 actually.
Well, we're going.
You're on your 3rd week.
Yeah, I'm on my 3rd week. That's right, 2 weeks. My pain level, which was, you know, at 110% when I talked to Dawn, my pain level has gone from that down to about 40%. Just in 2 weeks, changing my eating habits. And I used to go to bed at night, and I would lay in bed, and I would just lay there and pray to God that the pain would stop. And within about 20 minutes, the pain would subside well enough for me to go to sleep. I have been going to bed and crawling in bed and laying there, and there's no pain. I don't have any pain at night, and I'm able to go right to sleep. So this is not a diet, this is a life change, and I will be doing this the rest of my life.
That's awesome.
One thing I strongly cautioned her though, because she is on medications, and just from, again, my own experience, I have thyroid disease, and the diet actually did heal my thyroid at one point, so I was being over medicated, which can be very, very dangerous. So if you are on any kind of medications and you do try to do a diet similar to this, please keep in touch with your doctor as you do this, because it can be very, very dangerous if you don't. Because food, people just think eating is just something you do every day, but it really is something that controls your different body parts and organs. And when you're on medications, it can affect them. So be very cautious of that. Tell a little bit about your juicer. How fun was that?
Oh, this was great. So we talked, Dawn and I talked, and we talked about juicing, and she said, hey, let's go back and see if there's a juicer in the back. And we went back there.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, and there was a brand new, never used Mr. Juice Man juicer, and it was 50% off, so we paid 53 cents for our juicer, and we use it every day.
Brand new. It had the
brand
protector safety thing on the plug-in cord still. Yes,
Yeah.
never used.
How did I miss that?
It was a God thing.
Yeah.
God had that set
He
aside
really
for
did.
Lottie. He did, because there was another one right next to it.
Yeah, that was $25.
Yeah.
And it was a Mr. Juice Man, and it was
It was
used. Yeah.
So there is another Mr.
Yeah.
Juice Man, and it's probably well worth the $25
Probably.
versus doctor bills and pain medications and everything
yeah.
else.
Yeah. But I've never bought so many carrots and Granny Smith apples in my life. I think I'm gonna be like Lee Thomas and buy them in the case by the caseload.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it's
Can you
worth
pull
it.
that up a little higher, please?
Our
So-
comic
I did have
relief.
something to say, though. as far as juicing is good, but you still need your fiber. Fiber
Yeah.
is what helps everything flow through.
I'm eating a lot of raw vegetables. Today I had 2 cucumbers, I had 2 stalks of celery, 3 carrots, and then a bowl of pineapple for lunch today. But I am juicing. I drink a pint of the juice 3 times a day, plus a ton of water. So I'm still getting my fiber. And like I said, I'm eating some brown rice and some yams and stuff in the evening.
Everything
So-
sounds good to me.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not a doctor, but I played one.
On TV.
Not on TV either. Just in the backyard.
Oh gosh.
Oh, let's change seats. Forget it.
Yeah. I have so much I can say right now,
We
but it would
won't.
be inappropriate.
It would be, because we do have 8-year-olds that watch our page all the time,
We do,
so.
now that we know.
Bleep, 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 bleep. But Edward, too, has also had a health journey of his own. Can you tell us a little bit?
Just being overweight, and then that, of course, leads to type 2 diabetes, which if you're a person that doesn't like taking medication, the first thing you want to do is ask your doctor, what do I have to do to get off of medication? And he'll tell you diet and exercise. He should tell you that, from day one.
Right.
But that's what I did. And I went from taking 3 medications for diabetes to 0.
Wow.
Just by watching my weight, exercise. And I used to walk and run, and then I added sprinting into a 10-mile section.
Wow.
So I didn't run for 10 miles. I walked, ran, and then sprinted, which it's called high intensity interval training, something like that. Where you push yourself for a very short while, and then you don't give yourself time to recover. That's where the walking or the jogging comes in. So you're still breathing hard. You're still, your metabolism is raised, and then your recovery time isn't as much.
Wow. Okay, I haven't got to that point yet, but we are walking.
You
We
go
are
up and
doing a lot of
Yeah,
walking.
exercise
I
is
started at
huge.
15 minutes a day, and then I was up to 3 hours a day,
Wow.
and then I developed foot issues, so I don't walk any longer because of calluses, and then breaking holes into the callus and blah blah blah. But because of diabetic neuropathy as well,
Right.
when you can't feel the top part of your feet.
Mm.
But that's the only issue I have. But one thing that you haven't mentioned, I don't eat a whole lot of meat, but I still, you still have to be careful with protein. But bone broth, I think I still have chicken soup. That's the one thing that I'll allow myself. And it's because of the bone broth and the gut health that it can create. It'll help elastic, what's the word? Elastate. That's not the word. Thank you for being here. Hold on. It'll create elasticity in your colon and your gut health. The bacteria that can seep out of your colon creates more problems for you medically and
It gets
your
in the
immune
bloodstream.
system.
Yeah.
That your body spends all of its time and energy fighting against that, when all you have to do is have, I don't know if it's the collagen in the bone broth or
I don't know.
not.
That's one thing I've never done is the bone broth.
Right.
And I did eliminate all meat from my diet with the Hallelujah
I
diet.
was doing bone
Yeah.
broth before. I got
Okay.
an Instapot, so I didn't have to cook my bones, overnight and
Mhm.
do it right away. But I haven't since I
Yeah.
started this.
I have stayed away from all animal protein for myself. I did add, I had shared with Lottie, fish back into my diet because I think the fish protein is made up so differently than the animal protein. And the animal protein, from what I've read on the Hallelujah diet, gets through what you call leaky gut. And when it gets into your bloodstream, your body attacks. We're having an incoming. Sorry. When the animal protein gets into your bloodstream, we have Jackie walked in. So
Hi,
Jackie. Gets into your bloodstream and it attacks the animal protein. Well, animal protein is made up so similarly to our own body protein, and then that's what causes your body to attack your own body protein because it has attacked the animal protein and it can't differentiate between the two, hence causing all the inflammation and different diseases we have. So that's why I personally, for myself, stay away from the animal protein. And for me too, I did try a year of a diet with a holistic doctor who I love dearly, and she had me on animal protein still, and I was feeling better with all the supplements and everything. But after a year of doing the diet with her, I had a bone scan done, and they said the disease had progressed to the final stages and had eaten my cartilage and my bones. So that's, even though I wasn't experiencing any pain. So that's when I took the animal protein out and went all vegetarian. And when I became all vegetarian, that's when the disease reversed itself. So that's just my experience again.
Johnny is working with a young man named Ronnie, and Ronnie went all vegan, and he had rheumatoid arthritis.
I wonder if it's the same Ronnie that worked with my boys. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, and it was really severe, and he lost, when he went vegan, he lost 60 pounds, and his arthritis is gone.
Mm-hmm.
It is gone.
Yeah. I mean, I've lived it, walked it, and it works. So for me, is seeing how the animal protein affected me versus going back to, so I'm a believer.
I believe you're a believer.
I am a believer. Amen. But I think we've probably been on here a really long time, huh?
16 minutes.
16 minutes. So anything you can think of, Beth, or any questions or anything else you would want to share with everybody? Well, we really appreciate you taking the time to do this, because for me, again, this really, for me, it makes me very, very sad to see so many people suffer needlessly. Like you sharing your experience going up and down the stairs with me. I know that feeling too, where you have to sidestep and hang on to the rail to go up and down. Where if you just clean up your diet and change your food, you can go up and down the stairs. I love going up and down the stairs and walking through Walmart now and not having pain.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I have to say, I have added to my diet over the years. And when I do, and I slip away from being so strict, Beth has witnessed my ups and downs with my disease. So it really does. Food is really, really a huge factor to why people suffer so much. So,
Were you going to say something about coffee?
yes, Lottie is going to study why coffee, I shouldn't drink it. I know it's acidic, and I can't remember everything about it. But so.
Well, from what I understand too, that caffeine dries out your joints. I do know
Okay.
that about coffee. The caffeine messes with your joints.
Okay.
So
So it's probably something I should not, and I could get better.
Yeah.
Because there are still things I battle. But yeah. Yep. So thank you so much for sharing
Thank
with us.
you.
We appreciate it. No, and I hope everybody else, if anybody has any questions, feel free to come in and talk to us. We'd love to be able to share with you what we've been through and encourage you as you walk this journey.
You dress kind of like how I paint.
And how is that?
Very eclectic.
Just kind of all over the place.
All the colors you could imagine. Look at that.
Yeah.
It matches.
Right?
Same coloration too, purples and reds.
So my dress was actually given to me by a very good friend. Yes. No, Christine Samara. So hopefully they
So just ignore the chatter in the background. Everybody's so excited to be here.
So anything else you'd like to add about the outfit?
Leafy.
Leafy.
Leafy's a good
Leafy?
adjective.
Leafy.
Like a salad?
And what else do you notice? What is something you can always add
Leopard
to?
skin.
Animal print. I worked it in still. It works so, doesn't it?
Works.
It works. Yes.
Like, I don't know how to describe how it works.
And then your
Safely.
feather boa? Is it a feather boa?
It is.
Here, we'll zoom
Yes.
in.
Doesn't
My
it
feather
tickle?
boa. No, because you know what I did? I put a turtleneck underneath it. Yes, good question, Edward. I added a turtleneck underneath, and plus I'm pretty sure Beth wasn't going to turn the heat on. Am I right?
I forgot all about it.
Yeah, I figured she would. So I knew I'd need to be warm because I am a freeze baby. So I put this on underneath to prevent the scratchiness, but to keep me warm also. Yeah, yeah. And then I love my tights. Yes, I love my tights.
Witch oh witch, the
They
wicked
do
witch.
remind me. No, this is a good witch.
I thought it looked like Pippi Longstocking.
There you go. I've been called that before. So my Pippi Longstocking
But
tights.
even with the boots, it matches.
Well, the
the
boots
witch under the
match.
house.
It does. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yep.
I mean,
And my boots are a new purchase. I think it was either Salvation Army or Goodwill. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't
$1?
No, they were more than $1, but they were leather, and I knew I would wear them, and I was so excited to put heels on again and to be able to walk okay with them. You've been noticing I've been wearing heels again, right?
I've noticed.
That's all from changing my diet.
There you go.
Yep. So I think that's pretty much everything. Does that look like everything?
That
Did we talk
is.
about- So thank you, Christine. Christine, just so you know, I got a million compliments from this dress today. I really did. Probably not quite a million because not a million people. I would love if a million people came in here. A million people. And I have nothing to add about poop.
Nothing. You can come up with something. I just want to say hi to my fan. Hi,
You're one fan?
my one fan,
Who's
all
your
my
one
fans.
fan?
Somebody that said, I really think Ed's funny. She saw the post
Yeah.
that we did with the
She
artwork.
commented on the post, yeah.
Okay, so Edward's
All my
fan.
fans.
Yes.
There you go.
So if you see Edward on here again, comment.
so yeah,
That's it.
You can
Okay.
put a
All
chain
right.
And we
on
should
it.
say thanks to all our wonderful volunteers today.
Oh, phenomenal
Yeah.
volunteers. And look for the rummage sale that's coming up at Christ Covenant this
Yes.
weekend. Because, yeah.
It's going to be
come
9 to
support.
3, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
So, and there's tons of stuff there. We know because I've been driving back and forth with carloads.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay,
All right.
that's it.
Thank you so much.